Good afternoon, guys. It's Mac here from Cryptstar Staking, your #1 validator on the Aleph Zero blockchain. Woo woo! And in today's video, I'm going to go ahead and summarize a few key points, key updates that have been happening in the Aleph Zero ecosystem. There's been a lot going on, and there's been a lot of articles that have been released. And maybe you don't have the time to go ahead and search and sift through all these articles to get the key points you need to know as an investor. So I'm going to go ahead and try and cover these in my video today. Before we get started, make sure you guys go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe button below, and we'll go ahead and jump right into today's video. Here we go, guys. So our first bit of news today is for the Darkverse. Now, just in case you didn't know, the Darkverse is a metaverse gaming project that is building on the Aleph Zero blockchain. There's a lot going on here, and it's been about 6 months since the initial sort of announcement that they're going to create this game. So they went ahead and did an interview with the Aleph Zero team to go ahead and talk about a few key updates and sort of what the Darkverse is planning for their players. So yeah, Marcin Kopelecki, he went ahead and mentioned that they're going to create a fully playable teaser location of the Darkverse world that will allow the first cohort of players to get a taste of what the game will deliver upon completion. So it looks like they're planning to create some sort of demo here, a 30 to 60 minute demo, and you can kind of see what the graphics are going to look like, what the story is going to entail. And when you're playing this demo, the first group of people that get access to this early demo will also get some sort of unique item NFT that they'll be able to bring with them into the Darkverse when it launches on mainnet. Alright, so make sure you guys pay attention to Darkverse. Try and get into this demo if you have time to go ahead and try it out. It looks like you will get some sort of cool sort of souvenir NFT if you go ahead and manage to get into that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and jump into, down here they did talk a little bit about the focusing on the prisoner's dilemma and how it will be featured in the game. So it's kind of, the prisoner's dilemma is an idea that's lifted from game theory that works under the assumption that two or more individuals face a challenge they must overcome. So basically you can either partner up with somebody, or you can go ahead and turn against them for your own personal benefit. So it basically gives the players a choice. Are you going to go ahead and work as a team, or are you going to be a solo player? And each has the risks and rewards. Basically, you can make good friends, or you can get more money and loot for yourself, and it gives you the choice. So this is the prisoner's dilemma sort of thing they're going to focus on in the game. So besides the gameplay itself, what else can players look forward to experiencing? So they plan to allow third-party creatives to get in on the action and contribute to the development of the Darkverse. So if you're an artist out there, if you're a graphic artist, or if you just want to get involved in the Darkverse, you think the Darkverse concept really fits your philosophy as an artist, then I would go ahead and reach out, jump into their Discord, and try and reach out and see if you can go ahead and contribute some art to the Darkverse and help them grow the community. So this is a way you can get involved there. Also, there was some really big news for the Darkverse. They'll be receiving support from NVIDIA. So yeah, they did get accepted into NVIDIA Inception, which is a global network of 13,000 technology startups, and they'll be receiving full support in their development efforts, as well as get connected with NVIDIA's venture capital networks and be able to utilize the latest AI tools. That's pretty cool. And we're getting down to the lower part of the article here. Looks like they're going to go ahead and launch on the Aleph Zero blockchain because they don't like all of this data mining of players. And one of the key things they want to go ahead and fix is using the Aleph Zero's privacy enhancing features to avoid this sort of dubious practice of stealing players' data and selling it to third parties. Using their zero knowledge proof solutions will ensure that the player's data remains anonymous and that third parties can't go ahead and take advantage of it, and this data isn't kind of slid under the door to other people so they can just make a quick buck. So another thing here is they plan to use, like I said, privacy enhancing solutions. And also another reason they want to use Aleph Zero was because the Aleph Zero team has been provided invaluable assistance thanks to their Web3 know-how, as well as answering all the questions and helping them with the creation of the game and their in-game tokenomics. So Aleph Zero team, it seems like they're a very good partner. So if you're thinking about building on Aleph Zero, just know that the Aleph Zero team will go ahead and try and help you out as much as they can. This has been a very positive aspect for the Darkverse apparently. So you guys know, as investors, this is also true for you as well. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the next article. We'll be talking about Angel Block. Angel Block is sort of a fundraising dApp that they're building on Ethereum and Aleph Zero. So down here it gives a kind of a quick summary. Alex Seversky, sorry I can't pronounce the name, destroyed that just now. Angel Block is a decentralized non-custodial protocol that enables fundraising in a more transparent, decentralized, and democratized manner. So they actually launched their, I think, IDO or whatever for their token on Ethereum, but they are looking to integrate Aleph Zero as soon as possible once the smart contracts are released. And we know the smart contracts should hopefully be released, hopefully this quarter. So very excited for that. Once that happens, I think Aleph Zero will explode to the moon and beyond. All right, next, we also are looking for a way to go ahead and get enough funding to help these projects succeed. So a big problem with startups have nowadays is that sometimes you start a startup and you don't have enough money, so your project fails. Even though you have a great product, you just need a little bit more money to keep it going, but then once you run out of money, the project drops and dies. So they're trying to focus on making sure that these startup companies get enough funds to succeed and get their product booted off the ground. Another issue that they had was that in a lot of normal investment cycles, such as Alameda, they were able to invest multiple startups using the same capital. They just did VC double spending because they told teams they have to keep their funds on FTX. So what Angel Block plans to do is have a very, very transparent system that's using Aleph Zero ZK knowledge and prevent this kind of double spending thing you can do, which is what they did when they used FTX. So FTX behind the hood, they're actually forcing people to store all their money on there, which actually there wasn't any money on there, which was the biggest issue, with the Alameda thing. So they're hoping that this decentralized network that these ZK proofs that Aleph Zero provides will be able to prevent some sort of issue like Alameda and FTX happening in the future for blockchain. And I think a lot of people who've been in blockchain a long time, they kind of realize that you're not supposed to store your tokens on exchange for a long period of time, because the whole point behind blockchain technology is the decentralized ledger, and once you put it on the exchange, you have no idea really what they're doing with your crypto. It's not your crypto, not your keys, not your crypto. All right, so that's why they're preaching about using the great technology that we have, which is blockchain, or DAG in this case with Aleph Zero, to actually up their game with crypto fundraising. Okay, and like I said, that means everything on-chain is verifiable and non-custodial. So, like they mentioned that they are going ahead and launching on Ethereum first. Aleph Zero doesn't have smart contracts, and they cannot overlook Ethereum as the largest single platform for dApps. So it would be kind of stupid if they ignored Ethereum, because it is where most of the crypto money is being held right now. But they do mention that integrating Aleph Zero is at the top of their priority list, which means they really believe in the Aleph Zero blockchain. So they did do the token generation event here. The IDO launched on Uniswap version 3 on February 16th. And this will allow them to distribute the tokens to an even larger number of users. So once they do open on Aleph Zero, they'll already have a huge user community base that they can go ahead and bring to Aleph Zero, which is really awesome. So yeah, one of their key deliverables for 2023 is launching on Aleph Zero. So let's go ahead and jump into the last project I want to talk about, the last ecosystem update, which is Interlock.Izero. So Interlock is basically a blockchain-based security product. Their first product will be Threat Slayer. It will be a browser extension that protects you against browser-based attacks like phishing and malware, and pays you for sharing anonymized threat data. We generate revenue by selling this anonymized security data as threat intelligence. So they can sell the data to large companies that really want to know more about these phishing scams and stuff, so that they can protect their employees. And you as a normal user are collecting this data, but you're also being protected by the browser-based plugin. So it'll probably be integrated with Chrome. It talks in here that it's going to be integrated with Chrome, all the main basically browsers. Let me see down here. I think it's already integrated with a few here. Let me see. Chrome, Edge, Brave, and Firefox is also coming soon. Okay, very exciting. you can actually earn Ilock for sharing your security data, and they're going to have an AI threat detection. AI, nice hype word, love it. But I think that they're actually going to have the AI threat detection. So it's not just hype in this case. They're actually using it to make sure that, to kind of detect scams in real time. So our protection is preventative, so it protects you before you download something bad or give away your credentials. Products like ThreatSlayer are usually paid for and used by large enterprises. So they can use an enterprise version and they sell the data, your user data from the normal users that they collect to the enterprise users, and that's how they make a profit. So it does look like they have a really nice business model. And yeah, so I'm really excited to go ahead and be able to use this new product, ThreatSlayer. And last but not least, there's a little bit of goodies going on here from the Aleph Zero team. They did do a sort of competition to create some wallpapers, so you can actually check this out here. I'll leave a link in the description to the video below. Now, if there's any other Aleph Zero products that I haven't mentioned on my YouTube channel, feel free to leave a comment in the description below and let me know what project it is, and I'll try and cover it in a future video. Thank you all for viewing, and have an awesome weekend, guys. Peace out.